Did you play the video again and not tell me so I didn't get to watch it?
Yes, I played the video again.
Ah.
We're gonna play it again after break. But hi everyone, I am Simon at Wandering DM. Welcome to another cold night in Icewind Dale. We have with us a cast of wonderful players tonight. And
Really? Where are they?
I paused because I needed to breathe.
Stop that.
Okay, fine. I have a cast of wonderful players with me tonight, and without further ado, because I can't keep up a sentence long enough if I hold my breath, let's introduce everyone and tell us who you are, who you'll be playing in our game tonight, and we'll begin with the person to my left on the overlay because she wanted to be a smartass tonight. Hi, Diana!
Hi, guys. I'm still Diana D'Amico. I am playing Halafine, our Goliath monk this evening.
And up next is none other than Justice.
Hi everybody, I'm Justice. I'm one half of the team at Bard and Barbarian, and tonight I'm playing the Furbolg cleric, Edden, who speaks like this. Hello! He's the unofficial town greeter of Dugan's Hole. Hello!
And right next to Justice, we have Tumai.
Hi, I am playing Alize, the awesomest person ever. And she's pretty full of herself, but she's also very interested in unique, new, fresh adventures. So having all fun.
And right next to her is Justin.
Hello, I'm Justin playing Ragnar this evening, the only one with common sense who will always be overruled.
And last but not least in the party, I'm not saying if it's true or not, but last but not least is Kelly.
I hate to say that it is most likely true, considering that we're going on a quest so that Etten can have a singing fish. I'm just saying. Hi, I'm Kelly. I play our human, what am I, wizard? Yes, Sarkia. Who, yeah, she's a bit confused about many of these people. She's trying to imitate as many social cues as possible, but unfortunately her examples for social cues include Alize, Etten, and Halafine. So, that's a problem.
Those are great
You're
cues.
going to learn so much.
And of course, Ragnar, Mr. Fancy Pants, who's... what name did you give us? Inebriated?
Inebriated.
I think that's the name.
That may be how you remember it.
Okay, I like Fancy Pants better anyway.
And last we left our group.
There's a place I like to go.
Really?
The rivers flow. Where it is, I don't know. Must be under all that snow.
Yes, the group had reached Bryn Shander at long last and took some time to rest and thoroughly thrash an asshole who a furrier, if I remember correctly, who well, they made him pay for everything that he had done and said over the course of the evening and even prior when along with the barkeep Halafine spiked his drink, causing him to almost shit himself and then pummel him into a pile of sobbing man outside the inn as he was trying to do his
soggy,
business.
because he probably had pummeled him right into the pile of
Yep.
stuff. But he just did.
Snow.
To be
There
clear,
was snow outside.
I didn't pummel him. I merely introduced him to a very close interpersonal relationship with a snowman and left him to it.
Yep.
Interpretation.
The group got rooms at the inn and spoke with a group of rather defeated dwarves who had miraculously survived in the wilds of Icewind Dale, frostbitten for the most part. In exchange for helping the dwarves, the innkeep, Scramsax, agreed to give away his prized singing fish to Etten as a payment for helping the dwarves.
I'm gonna find whoever recorded that at Siren's Gate. Going to find them.
I'm gonna find them and I'm gonna pat them on the back.
I'm gonna have a talk.
That said, the group still has with them in their possession the frozen body parts of the serial killer of Icewind Dale. And had just learned, before we ended last episode, that there was a temple to the Morning Lord in town. Y'all went to rest that night. And we're gonna move the clock forward to the next sort of morning. I'll remind everyone that it is still very dark out, perpetual twilight, and ungodly temperatures. You wake up to a almost silent inn. The laughter and cheers from last night have all but disappeared. You can hear, due to the poor insulation, the crackling of a fire going, and can even feel a bit of heat rising through the floor. What do y'all do? Yeah.
So, as I recall, there was only the one room available, correct?
Yes. With
Yes.
4 beds.
4 beds. Okay.
But if I remember correctly, Ragnar took another room.
Yes.
Little pile.
So there were no cuddle piles. It was just
No
one
cuddle
Ragnar
piles.
by himself, and then all 4 of you with a bed of your own. Although, if memory serves, I think many of you decided to sleep on the floor nonetheless.
Beds are too soft. And you don't know if there's lice in bed.
There's probably lice.
Not at minus 40 Fahrenheit.
That's true, actually.
Ice slice.
Huh?
Look it up.
Ice slice.
Don't look it up.
There's ice everything else in this thing.
Yes, the lice that was chosen by Oral.
I have some if anyone wants to share.
Disgusting.
No.
It adds crunch to the fish jerky.
Out of curiosity, because I have to know.
Yes.
How is everyone's demeanor when they first wake up in the morning?
I would love to know that too.
Well, Etten is very happy to see everyone. Hello, good morning. He probably brought them breakfast in bed. Here, I brought you something to break your fast.
Is it fish jerky?
It definitely is.
I don't want the fish jerky yet. I have to go to the bathroom, please. And she just gets up and walks out of the room.
Good
Alize,
morning.
Don't say.
Alize is probably the first person to wake up in the morning. By the time everybody else is up, like she seems very calm and collected.
Did you remain in the room that whole time?
Yes. So she remains in the room, and then when people start to leave, she'll just follow.
Yeah. What about Elefine?
She's not a morning person per se.
Good thing it's still night.
Not a fake morning person, you might say. she probably, you all heard her tossing and turning through the night, and sort of doing that thing that dogs do when they're having dreams, where she kicks her feet and that kind of thing. But she'll sort of wake up and rub her face a little bit, trying to remember where she's at. Good morning.
Hello. Would you like some breakfast in bed?
Yes, I would love some.
And I will hand you some fish jerky.
No.
Oh.
And I don't know if you've picked up on this. I don't eat meat.
Well, this is fish.
That's still meat.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Zarkia will kind of poke her head back in and be like, I think there's food downstairs, and I actually do know some vegetarians that eat fish. And she goes back downstairs.
Actually.
I mean, it's called a pescatarian. No, I'm just kidding.
Helaphine pushes Sarkia down the stairs. Helaphine sort of gets up and,
Zarkia's like a slinky. It's more fun if you push her down the stairs.
half asleep, goes downstairs to the main room.
Goodbye.
You still have a handful of turnips, Helaphine, from what Scramsax had given you the night prior.
If I could get like a potato or something, that would be rad.
Oh,
Coffee.
Yeah. Would you say that having a potato would be tubular?
I have to go. This was fun. Bye, everyone. See ya.
Goodbye.
Helaphine's gonna sort of groan to herself as if someone just made a really stupid joke from above, and sit down and sort of hold her head in her hands and wait to be approached by someone with a caffeinated beverage.
Well, let's call that room A. So while room A is getting ready to start the day, what is currently happening in room B?
Actually, at the point that they all get up and around, Ragnar's probably has his room closed and is probably downstairs in front of the main fire, currently oiling and cleaning one of his swords and maybe checking over his bow and the strain and making sure it's not too frayed and damaged from the ice or anything like that. Sort of just going over his supplies and such for the morning. And trying not to be stirred by, I'm assuming, any of the other dwarves or whoever who are around, and also probably trying to crowd the fire.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, when you head downstairs, people of room A, the four of you would notice that the three dwarves from last night are still huddled together around the campfire. Not a campfire, sorry, the fireplace. They are wrapped up in thick blankets, most likely the blankets they took off their beds, and they have a steaming tankard, one each, next to them. And they're trying to huddle around the fireplace as much as possible. When you take a seat downstairs, Scramsax comes to you almost immediately with a small wooden bowl with a ladle in it, filled with what appears to be very bland oatmeal, but warm, and a mug of a dark brown warm liquid. Smells of apples a lot.
Certainly no better than to forsake warm meal in cold times.
Zarkia would also go for whatever the warm meal was.
It's...
Oh.
Oh, yep.
Alize usually, whenever she can find free food, she jumps at it, but she sees the oatmeal and like her face changes for a second and she just pushes the oatmeal away but pick up the drink.
Are you not going to eat your oatmeal?
No, you can have it if you want.
I'll take it.
No. And Sarkia will take the second bowl, and she will eat her bowl, half the second bowl, and then the rest mysteriously disappears into her coat.
Etten will take
Is
a
there
bowl of
anything
oatmeal.
else to eat?
I can probably prepare some early stew. I'm not really
That would be
known for
lovely,
my
if you
food.
don't mind.
I'll
That's
do
all
that.
right. I'm not very picky.
And he heads back out into the kitchen. The drink, for those of you that try it, is a thick apple juice, almost like applesauce to a point, but it is spiked with rather powerful alcohol and sprinkled with brown sugar.
Ooh. This is delicious.
Are you sure you want that? Because we could share that one too if you wanted.
No, actually, maybe since she's gone, I should take Sarkia's drink too. It
No,
will
I
be
don't
a
think
fair
that's.
But I gave her my oatmeal,
Oh,
so
then what will she drink?
Right, Sarkia? Stop it.
Be careful drinking that much on an empty stomach.
Oh,
I mean,
speaking
I'm
of,
gonna be eating.
I wonder if could I just peek out the front door and see if the gentleman who I poisoned yesterday is still out in the snow.
No, he's gone.
Okay.
Someone
You mean
picked him
looking
up.
for a corpse?
Just a defeated, broken man out in the snow. I don't know what the problem is. If I look at his footsteps, do they look sad? Like, does it look like he was doing the Charlie Brown walk away?
Do you just poke your head out the door, or do you go around behind the snowman where you left him?
I just poke my head out the door. It's
Okay.
early for that shit.
Yeah,
Crazy.
he actually sort of either dragged himself out of the snow, or he was dragged out of the snow by someone, because you can see deep grooves in the snow up to like where the more beatenish path is.
Cool. Very pleased with myself, I'll rejoin my compatriots at the fire, sipping on my drink with my pinky in the air.
Very posh. Why are you being so posh? This is not a posh establishment. They
This
have
is
a
not-
singing fish on the wall.
So I should
It's
put it,
very fancy.
put it down.
Okay. I mean, if you want to, it doesn't bother me. I was just wondering.
Okay, so two hands then.
I mean, you can use one hand. I mean, it's. Oh, that's a lot. You're drinking a lot really fast. Did you eat?
Yes.
Okay. Etten, singing fish does not make a place fancy.
Well, we disagree on our definition.
Did you put fish in your oatmeal?
Yes.
Is that a family recipe?
You know, it's my own creation. You just take 2 strips of fish jerky and you grind it up like this and sprinkle it over any dish to give it that extra.
I don't think we should let Etten cook for us. Ever. So are we going to go to the temple today and drop off the frozen bits?
If I recall correctly, the temple is different from where the bits need to go.
Oh. So not the temple then.
Well, I feel there's a certain obligation that I have. I have to go to the temple and say hello. Ooh.
Did the temple have baths? I recall something about baths. Hot.
Oh,
baths.
then yet the temple.
Hot, scalding baths.
Yeah, and one of the dwarves turns around, Haroon, and she says, sorry about overhearing, but the baths were the first place they directed us to when we came into town. Quite comfortable. Quite welcome. Quite good.
Clean?
Very.
Does
Why
the
would
dwarf
the
look
bats be
clean?
hot?
Well,
Haroon doesn't look clean since, pieces of herself are falling off. Actually, which one? Haroon, raspy voice, and it's her right ear and 2 fingers that have been lost.
one of them has the nose gone, and that was creepy.
Yes.
Ragnar will just lean over and just go, "Don't worry, I'm sure they skimmed those out of the baths before the next group came in."
I would hope so.
They, I don't know how they do it, but the water's warm, steaming even, and it's nice. It was very,
Like,
very nice.
nice? Like, I don't know why would you wanna bathe in hot water. I don't
Have you ever
understand.
tried it, Elise?
No, I only took, ice baths. I've never.
I think give it a try.
Speaking
But-
as someone who has done the ice bath and the hot bath is...
It's far better.
Really?
Now, I will say when they throw in the rocks from the fire when you're already in the bath, it's less pleasant because you have to do some dodging. But once they heat the water, it's really nice.
Oh,
Oh,
that's interesting.
they don't throw heated stones in there. They have their... Mishon at the temple has something for that.
So they don't throw
Magic.
stones.
Yeah, some sort of...
It's magic.
She,
Ooh, I wonder
That
if
sounds
that
way better.
magic
Let's
could
go
make it
there.
cold.
I'm sure Fancy Pants would also like a bath. Hopefully they are not co-ed.
Oh, that will probably get this fish smell off of me too.
I'm not sure
Ew.
that will ever come off, but we can certainly try.
Oh well, the thought of bathing with you group is just high on my list
That's
of
why I
things to
said I
do.
hope that there's not co-ed baths.
I have other obligations. So, if you wanted to hand off the thing, I can go turn it into our agent, and then we can wait for you all to finish.
Could I sort of lean over to Alize or Sarkia, either one of them who is next to me at that point in time when he talks about
Yeah.
not wanting to bathe with us, and just say, he must not want us to see him naked. He's shamed.
I don't know. I mean, I don't like people to bathe with me either, so I can understand why.
Why would you be ashamed?
No, I just don't like
Look
it.
at him. He's so small.
And
Isn't he like the second biggest well, no, third because of Etten.
Yeah,
I've
but
seen
to
smaller
Elephine.
people.
Everyone is small compared to Elephine.
You know, Fancy Pants. I think I can delay a hot bath for a little bit so that I can come on and assist you. Just to make sure
I
that
don't
you
need
do come back.
assistance. Where am I going to go to? Have you seen the town? And I'm going to guide you as per my deal with Etten for his fish thing. Yes. You all want to get yourselves led off to certain doom, so
How would we meet certain doom in a bath?
Well, it depends on where you bathe.
he has a point. But
If this is a dangerous bath, then I don't. Maybe I should come with you too, Fancy Pants. If there's danger, then I shouldn't go.
Oh crap, I didn't log into Roll20. I just rolled a 17 on Insight to see if he's actually going to come back.
Will Ragnar honor his promise and come back to guide everyone to the dwarves?
Ragnar has not rolled a deception check, so Ragnar is, of course, telling the truth. You awful people for doubting him.
Unless he whispered DM roll.
I asked out loud, which means that I, in all good conscience, have not received a whispered roll from
Awesome.
Ragnar. But thank you, Justin, for sending me that $5.
That's my money. Oh no.
That means you should tell her.
That's true. He didn't lie.
All right then. Since you obviously want to be left alone and don't consider us equals, you can go off on your own. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. I'm sure that you find that you are the only company you enjoy.
Why, how very perceptive. However, again, if you want to turn in that item, and I'm going, when I say it, I'm just going to sort of wave towards the table, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Who has the dick anyway?
I believe it was LSA.
Did I?
Yep.
Oops. Yeah.
We hope.
I do.
Just like left it in the wilderness somewhere.
I have it. Here.
Somewhere a village
Somewhere.
finds it and suddenly a new fertility cult is born.
Wait, what would
Well, now we know
happen
why
if
the
I
Lady
go
of
in
Winter
there
is
with
so
the...
angry.
I can't take it in the bath with me, obviously, right? So...
No, Ragnar's gonna bring it to,
Pretty sure the gods would probably frown upon that.
Oh my.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
What if the light of Lathander melts it in the bath?
Then technically, wouldn't it be like
Then it's
a
dick
corpse?
soup.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a corpse bath because it's like, it's still like part of that guy. So if it melts, it's like.
D&D, guys.
Everyone blessed,
D&D.
right?
So I'm picturing.
Technically, you guys are always in a soup of you anyways whenever you're in like one of
It's
those hot
true, we
baths
are
anyways, so
But I don't want to be soup with someone
Enjoy
else's
your-
dick.
enjoy your you soup with someone else's body parts, including the dwarves who had body parts falling off.
I
Hard
feel
pass.
possibly very bad for two groups of people. One of them is people in chat who might not know anything about what we've done before, and suddenly we're talking about dick soup. And I also feel bad for the writer of whatever this story arc is, who obviously was trying to go for a dark overtone.
Yeah, not with me. So Alize puts the frozen dick on the table. And,
Well, you just don't want to
Carefully.
put it out in the open like that.
I'm just
I actually slide it into his pocket.
yes,
Yeah.
because I am not going to grab it. I would like wrap it up in something.
Is that
or
a frozen
something.
dick in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
I'll lean back to Alize
I am
or
never happy
Sarkia
to
and just
see
say,
you.
it must make him feel better to have that.
What if he doesn't give it away?
then we'll know that his problems are far deeper seated than we actually thought.
In all fairness, I think it's a low blow to make fun of somebody's physical appearance, Helaphine. You don't like it when the giants did it to you.
Oh my. Did she freeze? Oh, okay.
No, I'm just staring creepily.
And I'm just drinking my drink, laughing that you think I can't hear you all.
I was muted because I was trying to find out what he's eating because I'm hungry. But, yeah. She's not trying to be malicious. Like, it wasn't a malicious statement.
Were we all given the location of the temple?
Yes.
Helaphine gets up and leaves.
What did I do this time?
Oh.
Arkia.
Wait until your inevitable deaths.
Nobody's dying. Go apologize to the girl. You know.
What
That was a low blow.
But I was pointing out that
I see what you're saying. I do. But it just, she was real upset about that. Now, she probably didn't see it that way.
People don't like when their flaws are pointed out.
That was very personal for her. Fancy Pants probably doesn't care.
Generally, you point out their flaws either in a more humorous setting or when they can't reply or respond back in a manner befitting one's station.
Yeah, maybe for people with flaws, that might be the case. It's hard to relate.
Is Eden just sitting there eating and listening to the whole conversation?
He's scraping up all your bowls, anything that wasn't left, and
Oh, and Scramsax would arrive.
An empty bowl is ejected from Sarkia's coat, and you do see just a little bit of face. Yes, he eats oatmeal.
He would bring the warmish potato and turnip soup. Where's your blue friend?
I'll go tell her. I will walk outside and see if I can still see Helaphine.
Well, did Helaphine sprint out of the...
She'll be fine. The cold never bothered her anyway.
I'm divorcing you. I'm divorcing you?
She didn't, run, but she's also a Goliath, and she's also a monk. So speed is...
She can run 50 feet, but not
right,
up
like
vertical
she's
surfaces.
just gone.
So
Sarkia will stand outside and be like, Helaphine!
yeah, I mean, the street, it's a fairly long street, right? To get to the town square, it's about 840 feet. So you see her farther down the street.
Thaumaturgy is the one that makes my voice bigger. And so Sarkia will just call out as best she can, your soup is here. Soup.
Oh. Delicious.
And she goes back in and she's like, I don't think she's... No. We should just go to the temple.
okay, but I really wanted fish.
Well, you can wait and eat fish if you'd like.
You know I want that fish.
Yes, but we have to go do the quest. We have to do the fetch quest to get the reward.
Didn't you want to speak to your god or something? Hence the temple.
Temple.
I didn't want to, but I feel like we have to.
I mean, he's your god.
Do you not like Lathander?
I love him, but I really wanted fish.
Maybe we should get the fish for him because that
Can we do,
sounded
like,
like more time sensitive. And
Payment
then
in advance? We were going to get the cargo, And the
Yeah.
carver would buy us the fish.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So we should do that first before we go to the temple.
You want to drag a sinning fish through the frozen wastes, alerting everything along the way.
I don't.
Let's
That's
go to
it.
the temple. I'll pay my respects. We go drop off the frozen body part, get our reward, and then move on with the next thing. Come on, come on. And he will busy himself picking up all the bowls and taking them back to the kitchen.
Wait. Did Sarkia finish her drink, by the way? While he's cleaning up,
It's
she
like
reaches
half the
forward.
drink.
Okay, she'll chuck the rest before Ethan picks up anything.
So
Taste not, want not.
Etten brings everything back to Scramsax, who thanks you, actually. He says, patrons don't normally do that. You're first.
Welcome.
I think old Bitey will like you, being with you.
It's
You're a good person.
not real.
Hey, thank you. You're a good person too.
I have my days.
Oh dear. Temple?
Let's go.
And so the three of you, Sarkia, Alizé, Etten, make your way to the temple. Ragnar beelines for... Well, does he beeline for the speaker's home?
Yes, because that's the last place they said that Trollbane was apparently
Yeah.
spending time with the speaker.
Yep. So all of you basically walk together until you reach the town square. And then Ragnar will just cross the square to go straight to the speaker's home, while the rest of you take a left and head on over to the house of the Morning Lord.
I will warn them, don't wander off. If anything else, just go back to the inn.
Well, we won't. We can't get surprised. We have Etten with us.
You don't hear me laughing slightly to myself as I continue to walk away.
We're just going to give Etten a title. He's the Furbolg of Warning. It's just what he is now.
While the three of you make your way to the house of the Morning Lord, we're gonna just glance over at what Helafine is doing. From your vantage point, you see the rest of the group walk into the town square. You're, a good 2-3 blocks away from there. You just see their tiny silhouettes against the white of the snow everywhere. And the group splits up into, and a lone figure, probably Ragnar, keeps on going straight to the town speaker's house, which you could reach easily with your Goliath strides, at roughly at the same time as he would be about to knock on the door.
Just that. Mr. Fancy Pants?
Well, close enough, yes.
Look, I want you to teach me to be like you.
I'm not quite sure I understand.
Well,
Didn't they teach you how to hunt in your tribe?
no, not that. I know how to kill stuff. That's not a problem. I want to learn how to not care.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure about that.
No, I do. I need to.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't keep living like this.
Living like what? How old are you?
Old enough.
That's what I thought. Well, in the meantime, let's turn in this appendage, shall we? And I'll knock on the door.
The door creaks open. And a short but stout, white-haired dwarven woman pokes her head out of the door. You would recognize Helen Trollbane. She is still maybe half asleep. Her eyes are barely opening. Her hair is all bedraggled, and she looks you up and down and says, it's you. You've done the deed?
Yes, and I thought I'd come visit you in this lovely Icewind Dale morning.
Me too.
Aye. Come in. Speaker, what's her name? Speaker Shane is also getting up.
We interrupted their morning.
Not to really worry about it now. So you were taking a job with the speaker here now?
Speaker's an old friend of mine. I got free luncheon. I guess if I were any younger, I would still ply my trade and from here, but honestly, I think I'll just retire and live here.
Here?
In
Bryn
this...
Shandor.
Why not? I mean, unless the whole world goes to shit.
There
Well,
are a few despicable characters around.
Every place I've been had despicable characters, as you put it. And, most of these places is where my axe got an additional notch.
ooh, that sounds quite lovely. What a rousing morning tale to wake us up, right?
Yes.
You alright?
I'm sorry, I'm uncomfortable with this conversation.
Alright. Not to pry too much, but your other friends, they dead?
Well, no. But they are going to seek one of the gods and the warm baths. So they left us with the oh so enviable task of returning this, and he will empty out his pocket on a nearby table or anything there, just the frost item, as it were.
We know you asked for the head.
I did.
It was in too many pieces.
There was a bit of breaking.
I figured that son of a was not normal.
Say that.
Always had a feeling that there was something supernatural about him. And she holds up the
It wasn't this.
she holds up the member and puts it up against one of the light from an oil lamp chandelier. What's this supposed to be anyway?
You know, I was going to say the same thing when the others fished it out, but I figured as long as it was a part of him.
Well, I guess I'll have to trust you on the matter.
Why else would we carry that across the frozen landscape?
Exactly why I guess I have to trust you. No one in their right mind would be carrying around the, well, if it is what I think it is,
It is his penis.
yeah. Why did you freeze it?
You see, that's the fun part.
We didn't.
Yes.
You didn't.
It came that way.
Phrasing.
Stop it.
You see, he sort of... First, he was on fire. And then, he sort of exploded into ice.
We hit him a lot and he sort of shattered.
Well, that's certainly not something I've done in my life. I cleaved people in twain, never was able to shatter them apart, but hey. You did the thing.
Yes. Yes, and all we got for our trouble was the curse of a goddess. You didn't hear anything, perchance. Your trek across the wastes. Voice shouting across the expanse. It's not anything like that.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. No, that's fine. No.
Wind picked up quite a bit lately, but that's it.
Sitting in that chair again.
Yes. No, I figured as such. But hey, no, it's we've certainly taken care of our friend. Speaking of friends, did you speak to my mutual friend while you were here?
Haven't had the chance yet.
Well, I guess I could save you the trouble since we managed to get here in time.
She, as far as I know, Duvessa told me that she works the stables now.
Of course she would. Well, I thank you for the info.
I guess you didn't come here to just give me a frozen dick and a morning chat. You're here for the gold, aren't you?
I do believe the others did say something about reward, didn't they?
Aye. And she motions for you to wait a second. Goes out. You're basically waiting by the front door at this point. You're inside. At least you're standing, on a somewhat thick carpet. Around you, the house is in complete disarray. It looks like someone was in the midst of moving and then either decided to give up or has too much shit to pack and they need to get rid of a lot of things. So it's just boxes and crates and sacks, a whole mess on various low tables, and
I rolled a 21 insight.
Ooh.
Checking around the area there. Does it look like perhaps any of the stuff, does it look like somebody was trying to perhaps flee with the rest of the people heading out of Bryn Shander? Like, are any of the items that are hastily packed things you would take for a trip out, or are they just things just in general?
Actually, with a 21, I'll tell you that they are things that people would not carry. Everything in the boxes are, from what you can see, like hunting trophies, taxidermied heads of various animals. There are a few like pole arms, long weapons sticking out of a barrel, a lot of clothing, but it's a lot of like thinner clothing, not something that you would wear except maybe for Hellefine, and go outside in these temperatures. Like you would freeze for sure.
Does it seem like perhaps an eviction? Like this property was purchased by someone else and they're being forced out?
No, it's I'd say the opposite.
Okay.
People that were forced out left things there.
Okay.
It's It looks almost like the beginning of a warehouse. It being the biggest house in all of Bryn Shander.
And it's still open.
That is still open. They have the room. So you're thinking maybe the person that lives here either went into other homes and got some things and carried them here, or people that left things here. Maybe they intended to come back, or they were just given away. But as you're, looking around, trying to see from where you stand in the boxes and trying to make out, get some sort of meaning from this, Helen comes back with a big sack of coins, and she says, 100 gold pieces, and she hands it to whoever puts their hand out first.
That's probably going to be right.
Yeah, he would take the gold pieces and be just like, while Eiley looking around, we're like, so was the speaker opening up a general store?
You know what? I don't know. She turns around and shouts, Duvessa! Is anything here for sale? And you just hear a voice coming from the second floor that says, no! We said 6 months!
Curious.
Yeah, she's holding on to a few memorabilia from the people that left.
And she hoping they return in 6 months' time.
Otherwise, we're gonna sell them and... Well, I don't know if I want to go back south, but apparently that would be the plan.
Is that what everyone else did?
It's what a lot of people here did.
Anyone smart.
And Duvessa would come down the stairs at this point. She's in the Legend Keeper, if you haven't seen her yet, but she's a young woman, maybe late 30s, early 40s, with brown hair cut with well-defined bangs, and she's just wearing right now a blue fur coat, fur-lined coat over a simple tunic and a long, thick skirt. And she looks at the two of you and says, "Oh, business, Herlin?" She says, "Aye. They got the murderer. They even brought back a souvenir." And she's visibly embarrassed. She recognized the dick that Herlin was just waving around. And she goes, "Oh. Well, you have the thanks of Bryn Shander for that, friends. I trust our town is welcoming enough for you. I'm sorry. This is very hard as a speaker. We've lost so much."
Well, as welcoming as Bryn Shander's always been, give or take.
I've had a lot of fun since I got here. Your innkeeper's very nice.
Aye, Scrumsacks.
Yeah.
Duvessa says he can be a bit hard-headed when it comes to paying taxes and understanding property, but otherwise he's a very welcoming individual. He helped defend the town against an invasion by giants a few years ago. Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
Actual giants, not Goliaths. A pack of frost giants decided to try to take Prince Shander for their own. That did not work well for them.
So I had heard.
And, I mean, Elefine, you would know that, frost giants are like the Vikings of giants. They basically go raid whenever they damn well please.
They brutes.
The brutes, yes. But, he's one of the few good ones left here in Bryn Shander. Michonne notwithstanding.
Who?
Oh, Michonne. She's one of our latest to move here. She opened up the House of the Morning Lord.
The temple.
Oh.
Duvis says she is a very kind woman. And Helen just mutters something under her breath in Dwarven. I don't know if any one of you speak Dwarven.
Do I understand that? I do know Dwarven.
Oh!
I do. No.
She says something along the lines of kind, or just because she gave you a view?
I'll keep my mouth shut, but I'm gonna give Helen a little sort of look that lets her know I understood exactly what she just said.
She sucks her teeth. Well, we have business, the speaker and I, so, thank you for coming by. And, hope you don't die in the tundra.
Oh, yes, indeed. And
Thank you.
good luck with the city. And I gather this thing here is going to melt in a few days, so don't get any ideas.
The speaker just grows beet red.
And Ragnar will do an overdramatic bow and say, "Ladies," and then wink at the dwarf because I'm assuming he knows that she knows that he's joking, and head to the door.
I'll follow him out.
All right.
And as soon as we step outside, you can have all but 3 of my gold if you teach me.
All but 3 of your. Do you have more than 3 gold?
You're holding it in your hand right now.
I believe I was holding the group's gold. All 90 of it.
I don't.
That would be.
Are you saying you want an extra 10 gold?
No, that would be your first lesson there. You see, I was saying there was 90 gold here, and then you keep 10, and then now you have 10 gold.
Okay, so why?
Because then you would have 10 gold, which you could then give me, because then apparently you would have 10 gold.
Okay. I'm ready. Try it again.
Yeah, do something. Stop.
No.
I'm so scared.
I still think you're misunderstanding just the basics of it. So
I'll pay you 10 gold.
No, I don't think that's that
You
that
just
part.
said I could pay you 10 gold.
Yes, no, but you're misunderstanding the basic part of that. You see, it wasn't so much the 10 gold, so much it was the subtlety of just taking the 10 gold by implying that the group was, how many summers in Icewind Dale have you seen before this winter?
You're asking me how old I am again.
Yes.
Old enough.
Yes, you keep saying that.
Yeah. It's still true. Okay. I got this. All right. When we get back to the others, let me do it.
When we get back to others, yes, I'll let you do it because here, and I'm gonna give her the 100 gold. I'll give her the handful of gold and be like, feel free to distribute the gold to the others when we get back.
How many gold is in the pouch he just handed me?
I mean, you saw him. He was holding it and handing it to you. He hasn't done anything to the gold yet.
Okay. I'll take it, and I'm gonna hold it to my chest like it's the most dear thing in the entire universe.
And with that, we're gonna move over to the rest of the group. As they enter, the House of the Morning Lord.
Oh, hello!
It is a wide building made of fieldstone and timber. On the front of it, on each side of the door, just before Etten opened and yelled out hello, a sun, a full sun, like a noon sun, is painted. There is a plaque over the threshold that reads, House of the Morning Lord. You throw the doors open and enter inside. The place is immaculate. The entirety of the room that you find yourself in, which seems like a rather large room, covers pretty much the whole building except for a smaller room that is closed off on the left side. The walls, the ceiling, and the floor have been painted over. All white. With the exception of the ceiling, which is painted in a light blue, and the gigantic symbol of a full sun hanging overhead. To your right, occupying almost the entire section up from the wall to the door, is a circular bath. It goes down 2 steps into the earth, and it is filled with water.
Out in the open, like that. Are there curtains? Is there a wall?
No privacy walls, nothing.
Why do you think the god of light would allow privacy in darkness and shadow?
From down the stairs, which I forgot to mention, staircases somewhat on the left side of the building, across from you as you come in, a staircase that leads up. There is a figure that walks down. The left side of, before I describe the figure, left side of the building is basically a chapel of some sort. So you have a few benches, you have an altar, and candelabras on each side, and Mishan, which you have on your legend keeper, a young auburn-haired woman dressed in somewhat revealing clothing. A white robe with a white dress, sorry, with a sort of blue, kind of like a corset and a coat at the same time, walks down the stairs and greets you with a smile.
Okay, but that's an awesome dress. Like, I want it.
Hello, we would like a bath, please.
No.
Hello. Welcome to the House of the Morning Lord. You came for the baths.
Well, they came for the baths. I came to pay my respects.
That is very devout of you.
I know.
A monitor welcomes everyone in his house.
Wait, who?
A monitor, the Morning Lord.
I think you mean Lathander.
No, you're one of those. Well, if you want to wait for me on the benches over there, I will tell you the tale of the Morning Lord. Ladies, if you wish to use the baths.
Is there a curtain. Anything we could use.
Why would there be a curtain?
I'll pass then. Thank you, though.
I'll go. Will you be joining us?
She looks at Etten and says, well, one of the teachings of the Morning Lord is to enlighten wayward souls, but I guess that can wait. She motions to the baths, and almost without any I'm not gonna say shame, but any reticence, she takes off her coat and takes off her dress, and she walks into the bath.
Eliza will mirror her movements.
Etten will carefully place his slightly too small armor and shield off to one side, and then also do it, but
Oh no.
more with like a cannonball-esque entry into the
I
bath.
don't want to think about naked furbolg cannonballs. Thank you very much.
I was
You
gonna stink the bath.
you splash
Crazy.
water all over the place, and you actually hit your butt on the bottom of the bath because it's not that deep. It's like 3 feet deep.
I mean, not like a jump leap cannonball,
okay,
but just
okay.
not like drifting in, more like
You're sinking in.
yeah, splash, splish, splash in.
Sarkia will find a bench that is not soaked
Mm-hmm.
in
There are
water.
some, yeah.
Yep, and she will just sit down, kind of facing the doorway, pointedly ignoring baths.
Sarkia, I thought you wanted to bathe.
I would like a bath in a room with a door or curtain, yes.
It's very cold in the north. You're going to have to get very used to being a lot
I'm
closer
not-
for people.
No, thank you.
You hear a faint chuckling of Ragnar just in your head.
Once she's in the bath, Mishan and Etten joins. She says, I do not want to spoil the relaxation of the holy waters of a monitor, but a part of me feels like you should know. Lathander is just a part of a monitor.
Well, that's just not true.
You hear Sarkia across the room going, oh no.
Yes, a monitor is, to put it in layman's terms, the father of Lathander. Lathander is the baby god of dawn, if you will. And a monitor, and she looks at the giant sun, is the great, powerful father high up in the sky.
No, Lathander is the father in the sky. That's correct. I'm sure of it. He told me himself.
You... I'm sorry, you spoke to Lathander?
Oh, yes, several times.
You see her cock her head. Take a deep breath.
Weren't we around for at least one of them? I think we were around for the sky splitting and hitting him with the sunlight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Heard that.
Elephine was in it, in the God's Ray.
Yeah, because we were walking away, so we would have at least seen it.
Are there any sponges, by the way, around?
Just a little loofah.
Yeah, no, there are. If it's not a bath to wash yourself in,
Yeah,
It's more
is there
like a-
anything like stone
ritual about it.
Sponge, anything that like that could help you massage your body or anything like that?
Oh, there's a bucket of stones, like fist-sized pebbles,
Yeah.
and you can either warm them up by leaving them in the water, or Mishan can also, she offers to warm them up for you.
Okay.
Um,
So as they're having that conversation, Elza will grab some of those stones in the water, preparing them.
Sarkia will point out from the bench across the room. Well, he does talk to something, and something does talk to him. I saw it.
Well, there are many entities that speak to people. Many that seek to lead people astray. You seem unshakable in your faith, mister.
It's correct.
Yep.
Can I well, I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Yes. You can use the moment while she's replying to Sarkia to just do your thing out of sight. There is faint magic coming from the floor, the bottom of the bath. And it's faint not because of an ongoing enchantment, but because spells were cast on this almost on a regular basis. Otherwise, she is not magical herself. But now you notice it, she has a toe ring that is magical.
A what that's magical?
A toe ring. Like a ring around her toe.
Ring.
Yeah.
And can I detect the class of magic being used on that?
Yes, it is abjuration.
What's that?
Protective magic.
Okay. Well, you see, my God has not led me astray. He led me to here via a path, and I think maybe I'm here to lead you to the light.
I already walk in the light of the morning, Lord.
But it's the wrong one.
Sarkia is massaging her temples over on the bench.
As she answers, "No, you have the wrong one."
No, you have the wrong one.
And as this is happening, that's when Helifine and Ragnar.
Yeah, so Sarkia turns after, I would assume, probably like 5 minutes of no you, no you, no you. You know, have you ever considered that both of you are wrong and you're just in a cult?
No.
No.
So, okay, yes. So, in other words, you're in a cult.
Meanwhile, definitely getting my back up on the edge of the tub and just like giving a real good bear scratch on there. And well, hello! Come on in, the bath is fine.
Oh, yes. Isn't it lovely?
We got paid.
Did we?
Yeah. We've got 80 gold to distribute amongst ourselves.
I mean,
Yes, like she says,
this is
given she may find it hard to provide it out with her hands covered over her eyes, but
They're naked.
I'm not.
They
You
are
can
in the
give me
bath,
my,
yes.
You can give me my money. I am completely clothed.
Okay.
Thank you. They're just arguing about what flavor of cult they're in.
Elefine was there. She saw it. My God spoke to me.
a god spoke to you.
Great, my good.
Do we know that for certain?
Sarkia just smiles and does the,
I've pulled 20 gold out of the pouch, and it's in my hand. And I'll sort of hand it over to Sarkia. Here you go.
I think you've done your math wrong.
How many is it supposed to be?
80 gold, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us.
I'll pick up 3 of them and kind of look at her.
Do you want me to divide the money?
No, I can do it. I can do it. I'll pick up 1 more and hand it over.
Very good. Correct. Don't give any to them. They're naked.
I can't look at them right now.
They
so
have
I'm
no.
just
I
gonna keep
didn't.
looking at you.
No, I did not want to get in there.
It's
No.
very warm.
Who's
Yes,
the
but you
other
don't have
god?
any pockets.
Yes.
Great, but come on in. We're making a soup.
No.
Yeah, I don't know whoever led, Etten here, but that was a good call on his part. I'm liking these hot bath, you say? Yeah. Especially the stones. Oof. You should try them. Come in here, Helafine.
No, you're naked. I can't do that right now.
And as Elisa is talking, like she's placing little stones on that girl's like shoulders on each side.
Who's this other god?
It is the. Is it monitor or monitor?
A monitor.
A monitor. Is that in our legend keeper?
If you look at the entry for
Mishan?
Mishan or the House of the Morning Lord, you'll see not the House of the Morning Lord itself. You'll have the name of the god, and you'll have
Okay, that
a
guy.
monitor.
You see, there's a small religious schism taking place in the bathtub.
What's a schism?
It's a word I don't get to use nearly often enough, but it is so appropriate. So basically, both of them worship gods that are gods of the same thing, and each of them is trying to convince the other one that their god, how they worship that one, is wrong, and that their god is the right one.
I'm sorry, miss, but did you come here to just disparage the Morning Lord?
No, it's not specific to the Morning Lord. I was actually here for a bath, but I prefer at least semi-private rooms.
Just here for the bath.
Are you just staring at people?
No, I'm just leaned up against the door.
You're staring at people.
I'm not staring, but I'm just sitting there because when they offered me to come in, it's like this. It takes far too long to get out of my armor, and I'm not doing that now.
After a few more minutes, Mishan will get back up, leave the bath, and put on the coat that she had, and just wrap herself in it.
Well done, Etten.
What'd they do?
Just ruin the mood. We are
Stay
in.
out of the mood while the rest of us are here.
It's
I
very
mean-
warm.
I don't believe in God, but we are in their place, so why not respect it? Why do you turn it about yourself right now?
Because
This was the first nice thing I had in months.
it's
You
not
had
true.
fish jerky.
That's right. In the cuddle pile.
No, I mean, we wish there was a cuddle pile, yeah. That was,
No, Etten distinctly said that there was a cuddle pile the one night.
No, he said he wanted to. Or with the wolves. Yeah, I remember when
No,
they
no,
were.
that wasn't it. That was
Anyways, so how much gold did we get?
we got 80 gold. So here's 16, and she'll glance over at Sarkia like for an approving nod before she hands it to her.
Awesome, thank you.
Etten will lumber out of the bath and shake himself like a dog. Like Beast from the Beauty and the Beast scene after the when he gets his makeover.
Edson, could you please put some clothes on?
Oh, but it's too warm to put the clothes on now.
Please put your pants on.
I can. Mishan says, I can call Copper with towels if that's good enough for you. Copper!
Eliza says, no need. And she just like levitate herself up from the bath, her hair like flowing in the air. And she'll like glide to the side to get the gold.
Oh, that's a nice trick.
That is a very nice trick.
Thank you. Maybe I'm feeling the light from your god.
So your god is also the Morning Lord?
Not also. A Monitor is the Morning Lord.
It's not true.
Agree to disagree.
No.
Why is he letting it be so cold all the time?
I
To be
am.
fair, Sarkia would take a lovely social cue and interrupt. I feel I must make a minor correction to your description of a monitor to Etten, if I may.
Oh, you will teach us about
No,
religion.
I said to Etten.
Pardon?
By all means, please enlighten him.
She has been referring to her god as him, he, father, correct?
Yes.
Except a monitor isn't always a he.
That is correct.
I really don't think we're talking about the same god here.
Has a whole temple for him. Are you sure?
No, I mean, I
Maybe.
don't think this is the same god as Etten's god.
No. My god, Lathander, is the Morning Lord.
My god, the Monitor, is the Morning Lord. When
My god is definitely not here. So can we possibly just the religious discussion?
Copper, blankets, come on. Work for your keep.
Please tell me it's one of the kobolds. Please tell me it's one of the kobolds.
And a small gnome
Oh no.
with furry sideburns and a little goatee, protruding front teeth, like buck teeth, comes down with a stack of blankets, and he's like, "It's all the way as Copper. Copper has to do anything. Copper has to work his ass off in this temple and just to be able to sleep."
Copper's from Brooklyn.
If you want to see Copper, he's in your Legend Keeper. The name is Copper Knobberknocker. Swear to God, Simon did not come up with that name. That is a
Alyssa
canon
will
Watsy name.
Alyssa will grab one of the blankets and looks at the gold that Alfin just gave her and just flicks the gold like it's nothing to him.
He lets the gold fall on the ground, and he looks at you and he's like, "What am I? Like a servant or something?
I believe she's trying to be nice.
Yeah, I don't need your pity gold. Take your blanket.
I will take the pity gold.
Fine, I'll take 2 blankets. And I'll go grab my gold from the floor.
He walks up to Etten and says, "Big guy." Oh shit, big guy.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, take a blanket. And stop waving it.
Yeah, the gnome would be right at the bad,
Yes.
bad height.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And he'll shake again. Just give it up. Good.
If you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with yourself.
Hey, wait.
What the hell?
That's
he'll
the
take
real
the
reason
blanket
your god
and
doesn't
then-
talk to you.
Shake it 3 times.
Oh no.
Alright, Mishan, I brought the blankets. Can I go back to sleep now? And Mishan says, well, unless our guest wants to stay for a ceremony or anything, we would not need your help any longer.
Oh, what kind of ceremony?
Oh, well, it depends. Most people that come here to the House of the Morning Lord come here to pay their respect to the God of the Sun, hoping that he finally defeats the Frost Maiden and brings the sun back. And most people believe that a small sacrifice to the Morning Lord is the proper method to bolster him in the fight against Oral.
Right, but it's all wrong.
You are trying my patience, Master Furbolg.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really seem to be working.
He's trying his best.
I would
You mean
like
Dave?
to roll some kind of insight, if possible, to see if this is actually a cleric or if she is running a scam.
Go right ahead.
I'll
Insight
walk
her.
over to Etten and hand him 16 gold.
Every time I declare a purpose for my insight rolls, they're like a 1, so this is not going to go well.
Oh, thank you. It's very
18?
kind of you.
With an 18 in insight, she is not running. She's somewhat running a scam. She is profoundly devout to the Morning Lord. She's just not another priest or whatever. She's like the definition of a cleric. Like she knows a monitor exists because a monitor gives her spells.
Yeah.
She speaks to him. However, right now, she's more or less she's not preying on people, but she's giving them false hope. Because even herself has mostly given up. When you mentioned, when Elephine mentioned a monitor not doing a great job at fighting Oral, you saw in her demeanor, in her face, in her voice, that somewhere deep down she agrees with Elephine. And she hates herself for it. But she forces herself to keep giving that image that a monitor will succeed. And that maybe, you know, by helping the temple, you will help a monitor.
Tell me, is it High Priestess? Is it Priestess? What do you prefer?
Oh, I prefer Mishan. That's my
Oh,
name.
okay. Well, okay, I did not know if you had a title.
I don't think titles are worth much here in Icewind Dale.
What kind of small sacrifice are you speaking of?
Anything you are willing to give, be it food, objects, clothes, coins. And, you know, she looks at Elephine that's been just going around the room and handing out piles of gold to everyone.
She was like halfway handing some gold to Ragnar, and she just sort of freezes.
Can you can you elucidate for us how these sacrifices assist your god in performing their, well, trying to perform their goal? Hey, you're muted.
You're muted. Yeah, we can
Love
barely hear
you're
you.
muted.
The same way that crybaby Lathander wants everybody to give up warmth for the year, and I couldn't, have my fire.
Hey,
I don't think they
point
care.
point of
Yeah.
order.
Yes,
That was the people of Dugan's Hole, not Lathander, and I would appreciate it if you did not besmirch my god's name by calling him a crybaby.
That's true. I'm sure he's not a crybaby.
Yes,
she
don't do it, or I will scorch the earth with your bones.
I'm sure he's a very good god. Just very nice, but
There
neither
is
of these gods. They're just. It's a thing they do.
Yeah, and Sarkia turns to Ragnar and goes, "You don't say. You can't mean at all that these," and she turns back to Michonne, "sacrifices might be going to upkeep the lifestyle of, say, someone who is keeping a rather fine house." I'm sorry, is she the Joel Osteen of Icewind Dale?
she. By the way,
Oh
Etten.
man.
Etten, when you mentioned scorching the earth with Ragnar's bones, this is the only time that you saw Michonne actively approve. Like, she
Still
smiled
naked.
and nod.
Still naked, laying out threats. Just saying.
Oh yeah, not afraid of anything.
I mean, you got that one wet blanket that you've been waving a couple times this year.
It's a moist heat. It's a
I
moist
mean-
heat now.
I mean, one step further than that, if you wanted to be truly menacing, you'd have to be naked and T-posing.
And who?
T-posing to assume dominance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would be very strange.
I am happy to sacrifice an object.
You will not? Not to this false god. He's not doing anything to prevent this. If you wish to put
Etten.
your items to good use, we will use them on our quest to take me to wherever Lathander leads us to solve the mystery and stop Oro. I am the champion,
Listen,
remember?
Etten, I never question your god and what you saw about the 5 fishes, and I encourage everybody to follow that, and you really should be thoughtful and caring about other people's beliefs as well. If they
Look-
believe this is going to help them, why not? They open the doors for us. You barely stink of. Well,
Look.
no, you still do, but
Shh.
it's at least very clean now. And I did. This is the first time I had hot bath, and I really enjoyed it. So if I wanna donate an object, you know what? I'll donate it. I don't think I
Michonne.
need your permission.
Michonne raises her hand. Tries to quiet everyone down. And she says, "No. The blue-eyed lady is right. We are trying something. With the grace of a Minotaur, the grace of the Morning Lord, but I fear even his light can no longer reach Icewind Dale.
But Lathander's light is still here, and I'll cast light.
She rolls her eyes. She rolls her eyes so much.
You see, and Sarkia is going to get maybe slightly too close to the lady because she doesn't want Etten to hear her and get upset.
Savagery.
Mostly she actually likes Etten. She does not like this lady. You see, the difference between you and him. Both of your gods actually exist. Both of them are inept. But he actually believes that his god is going to do something, and he is not actively taking from others in order to do it.
I will let you know that we too were actively doing something.
And she looks around the very nice place with the very nice bath and the very nice towels.
Not
Fancy?
here. What is your name?
Sarkia.
Sarkia. Sorry, Windows sound.
I was like, wait, what? Is that me?
Sarkia.
Bum.
Sarkia. My mentor, along with, well, originally Copper and his friend, have been working on a catalyst.
An alchemical catalyst?
A divine catalyst. It seems that the light of the gods, and she glances at Etten, of many gods, is unable to penetrate whatever veil Horrell has created over this land. Things were going well, and then about a month ago, I stopped hearing from him. I know a Monitor has not failed me, for I can still call upon his blessings. But he does not answer my sendings.
Are you speaking of your mentor or
Yes,
your god?
my mentor. Sorry, should
I'm going to
have.
say, because the god routinely does not answer.
Yeah, should have established the subject of the sentence.
Kelly can't roll for divine, intervention to save life, so she's used to that. Poppers. Sorry, she's very cute. So, what kind of catalyst are we talking about? No, I mean, I'm beyond divine.
What?
Like, what are you asking your god to do?
Oh, yeah, just give me 2 seconds. Simon says that.
Simon says to do what? Lima Bean is your baby.
To wait 2 moments.
cute
Okay.
baby.
It's
Sorry.
only, it was Copper and her, mentor.
Mm-hmm.
From... And she doesn't whisper, by the way. Like, everyone can hear her side of the conversation. She says, my mentor, Magritus, was working on a way to encapsulate the power of the Morning Lord so that it can be released. If the light of the sun does not pierce through the veil, then what if we call the light of the sun from under the veil?
See, now that's logical.
How do you steal a god's power exactly?
Oh, we wouldn't steal it. Copper knows more about it. Copper! Copper, can you come down, please? And you hear the gnome grumble and mumble as he walks down the stairs. Yeah, what? Could you explain to our visitors here what you were doing at the cabin? Oh, you want the technical version, or you want the dummy version?
Technical is fine.
Dummy.
Technical.
Alright, dummy version first. It's a magic item. Technical version. It's a thingamabob.
Ooh.
It does stuff. I'm not quite sure how it was supposed to work. I was working hardware. creating the casing around. And,
Is,
oh, yep, yep.
is that maybe why this plan isn't working?
Are you saying I'm a shitsmith?
No, I feel like that's a different profession. I'm saying maybe you don't know what you're doing with the thingamabob.
Oh, well, I don't work on the thingamabob anymore. Mac Redison's stupid discipline, rigor, and getting up on time. Screw him.
Yeah, how dare he?
Yeah.
Sarkia is going to sneak a look at Ragnar to see if his eyes have permanently rolled back in his head to the point where he can't move them anymore.
No, he's relatively following along, but he's just sighing a lot.
When you say casing, do you perhaps mean some kind of incendiary device?
Why would we do that?
Or what else are you putting in the casing?
A god bomb.
No. No. Mind you, God Bomb would be a really nice idea.
Ah.
I'm getting ideas. Yeah. Ooh.
Focus.
Oh, yeah. Casing. No, funnel magic. Divine magic. Very, very hard to contain, apparently. Because something about people being chosen and yada yada. The gods decide fickle, they do whatever they want. And gods are shy of putting magic in anything else than a person, apparently. So, yep.
Etin.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, gods.
No, not that part specifically, but Etin is a whole. His god talks to him.
It's true. Lathander speaks to me.
Etin, could you put on pants?
Good for you. Or at least
Okay.
wrap the towel around your waist or something.
It's much too small for that.
Oh, shit. Hold it in front of you.
So
He'll get dressed now that he is air dried enough.
he's fluffy. So you're saying that a Monitor's power is not enough to pierce from above the Veil of Oral?
Who are you asking that to? Copper or Mishan?
Mishan.
Try as we might, I can summon light, like your friend here, and she just casts light.
I make mine
But-
brighter.
But I have yet to see the sun rise on the horizon. It's as if Oral herself had chained down the Morning Lord somewhere and prevented his power from working over Icewind Dale. I have
Sorry, go ahead.
I have friends in the south, and there the sun rises and set
Yes,
all over Faerun, except
yes, it
here.
does.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Please don't rub it in.
Some places.
No, I mean it's really nice. Like that's one of my favorite things, to just when you wake up so early and go up on a hill, just like watching the sunrise. It's really pretty, very very pretty.
She twitches a bit.
Didn't you see Etin's god's light pierce the sky?
I mean,
Okay,
I
a
saw-
light.
Yes. It was pretty impressive. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if it was a god because I've never met one before, but all I know is Etin met us all and started talking about five fishes that were going to save the world.
I
We're
think
the
we
five
can
fishes.
spare them with the 5 fishes. I don't think we need to.
It's important. That's
Talk about
that's what
fish.
Lathander said.
It's true.
It's
indeed.
important because one of the fishes is considered to be me.
I thought, what about the singing fish? Is that one
No.
of them?
That's
You
not
know,
one of
that's
the fish.
independent.
That's the sixth fish.
Ragnar's just smiling off to
That's
the
the
side as he
problem.
brings it
Then
up.
should we not get the singing fish? Because then it would it mess up the whole
Was
deal?
there a singing
Dynamic.
fish in your prophecy, Etten?
Yeah.
No. But Lathander believes each man writes his own prophecy.
Or woman.
Except for the one he follows.
Have you ever seen Orel?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh,
I have
we
seen
are.
the white bird in the sky.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
Do you see it often?
Not really. It flies over Icewind Dale, but in 2 years no one has been able to predict its patterns. Wherever it goes, however, the veil is renewed.
Okay. So we find the bird.
I just love our plans.
Well, I look. You can have all the gods on your side that you want, but if you don't know where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do, it doesn't mean anything, does it? I might not be smart, but I know that much.
Words of wisdom from this fine, lived young woman here.
I am just so happy I ran into you all.
Listen, Fancy Pants, she's trying her best. Stop.
Okay, well,
Are you
okay.
making fun of me?
Me?
No, not you.
You've done enough, don't you think?
Sarkia, I mean, you've already chased her out this morning. Please, be a little
Fancy
kinder.
pants.
Did you even apologize?
I've been busy.
I think your soup's cold at this point, too. That is a
What
shame.
have you been busy with? You didn't even take a bath. You've been sitting there, moaning.
Theological debate.
The Morning Lord is a peaceful deity. If you have issues, I would rather you take them outside.
You were just arguing with Edson.
It was a philosophical debate. Nothing
Mine
more.
is too.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure the argument came from the other side, and then Ragnar just sort of turns around and walks out the door.
Halifine would leave too.
Yes.
Goodbye.
I think that possibly we've exhausted the debate here, but if we do find your mentor somewhere,
Oh.
we'll let you know.
I know where he
Perhaps-
went. I just would not walk all the way there and back just to chat with him, hence the sendings. But if you do find him, please let me know what's going on.
All right. In which direction did he go?
North of Lonely Wood. Past the woods.
Yeah, we'll consult her map.
Burp, burp, burp.
Because which way was
That's
the
where
dwarf
we
quest?
came from, right?
Dugan's Hole.
No, it is much to the different direction.
Yeah, it's totally different way.
Wait.
Yeah,
Hold
the
on.
dwarf quest is somewhere near Dwarven Valley. And
Dwarven
sh-
Valley on this. It's up on the...
it's like in the center of the map.
Oh, I see. I see.
Northeast of where we are.
And
I see.
there you go. There is a green diamond on your map.
Uh-huh.
North of Lonely Wood, well, northeast of Lonely Wood, and this is where the cabin
Oh,
is.
Lonely Wood. Got it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, we're heading north anyway. If we happen to run across, let's just say, whatever your mentor has left behind, we'll let you know.
Thank you.
Why do the people who have no idea where they're going keep telling people they know where they're gonna go? I'm gonna start charging more. That's all there is to it.
I'm already giving you like half of what I just made.
So wait. Ragnar
Oh
is
yeah,
getting
no, he's getting so
he's
much
getting
money.
gold from
Yeah.
Sarkia and Helafine.
Yeah. Each
Yep.
of whom did it in separate discussions, which he did not
Inform the other.
disclose. Yes.
Yeah.
Do recall his alignment, which he had to share with us all.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go look for this cabin. Light of Lathander go with you.
And through clenched teeth, she says, "Blessings of the Morning Lord to you."
The right, Morning Lord, yes. Goodbye.
I think Etten as a theologian is seriously the best thing ever, because he's just like, no, you're wrong. It's just
The campaign's gonna end with him coming back, just going, "Told you so," and then drop the mic and walk off.
I'm sorry, it was very hard to keep straight face when Lima Bean was chewing on your shirt buttons.
She likes
Like,
my buttons.
She's the cutest baby.
You find yourselves outside of the House of the Morning Lord, which, by the way, as the last of you stepped outside, you could hear a
The
lock.
door locks, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, Sartre
I guess
comes out
we're not
and-
taking any more baths around here.
Yeah, she's a scam artist. Most of them are.
She was lovely.
Not you, Etten.
Ooh, thank you.
I mean, unless you're talking about payment in cuddle piles, which would just not be a currency most people would think of.
That's simply a service I provide.
Well then, guide.
Yes.
Well, I meant him that knows the,
Yeah.
the area. The area.
Okay.
You're very good with people.
Thank
He's
you.
good in the
And
snow.
tracking.
You're very helpful tracking, yes, but he just knows
Thank
the
you.
map.
Yeah. Me too. Okay.
I do
Okay.
have one question for you, though. Before, you get paid to do this job. Because
Yes.
we have contracted you to do this job, and you are receiving payment for this job.
I will notify your next of kin, providing you give me their details. Yes.
No. I just want your name.
Yes, you were given it.
And
Are you
she
that
just,
forgetful?
She just, like, shakes her head. And I'm paying you. So... Shall we, I guess?
Yes, to the stables.
To the...
I
quest
mean-
for the singing fish.
Whatever you want to call it.
Let's go help the dwarves, and then we'll get a fish.
So you make your way
Every
to...
time he does the Etten voice, she looks up like, what the heck?
Is this confusing, little girl?
She's hiding her head. Poor baby.
So you head south to the stables? Alright.
I would follow him. He knows where he's going.
I'll follow at the back of the pack,
Mm-hmm.
a few paces behind everyone.
That makes sense. You cross the entire city of Bryn Shander to get to sorry, I'm looking for something at the same time. To get to the stables, it is a cramped building filled with no horses. There are kennels filled with furry dogs. Black, white, and brown furs. And I will show you all a handout on Roll20. And white feathered birds the size of horses
Snap.
with giant axe-like beaks.
Chocobos.
They look like... Yes. Yes, please. Those of you who've lived in Icewind Dale for a while would know them as axebeaks. A northern version of the axebeaks that are found on the plains of Faerun, a bit everywhere along the Sword Coast. Except that these ones have evolved to live in the colder clime of Icewind Dale. And their splayed feet are ideal to run on snow. Managing the stable all by herself is a woman. I really hope I have her. Do I?
I know.
I don't know, that's what I'm checking. Nope. Nope.
If you don't, probably Eliza can't find her.
Yes! I have her. You would notice, I don't know if everyone has the permission to see her. Yes, Beldora. A woman in her maybe mid to late 40s. A few strands of gray hair in her otherwise dark brown. Wow, swirly. What's the...
Curly?
Curly hair. Woof! Yay!
Wow, son.
Brain. That's okay, everyone. I'm a writer. And she has piercing gray eyes. She is dressed very simply at the moment. And she's probably very cold, as you can see the breath, the steam coming out of her mouth as she breathes. And is currently brushing a rather rowdy dog. She doesn't hear you come into the stables, despite the bell, the cowbell that the door knocks when you open the door.
I would turn to the group and say, the ladies might want to pick out, find themselves some of the dogs, see which ones seem to be the most active, because we're going to probably need a sled, and it'll be easier on the feet and quicker.
Not
And
the
then I'll
birds?
walk to Beldora.
Not the birds? Oh.
I don't think you could handle a bird, but
Yeah, I want to ride one of those.
and also don't put your hands too close to their. Just keep your hands to yourself around the birds.
I'm good with animals.
Famous last words. As the rest of you, well, I want to know, what do the rest of you do? I know, Ragnar, you're gonna go see Beldora, but what about the rest of the group? Is there a specific thing that you want to look at in the stables, the axe beaks, or maybe the dogs, or they have a collection of sled as well.
Elefine would. Are there any puppies?
There are younger dogs. They're probably a year old.
Okay. She would find the runtiest one and like cautiously, super cautiously start to like pet it or try to like let it sniff her or do the whole meeting a dog thing.
That would be animal handling.
Good, because I have a +0 in that.
Oh, hot.
18.
And nice.
Huh?
18.
18. Oh yeah, it takes 2 seconds for the dog to sniff your hand and then give it a few licks and roll over on its back.
And Eliza sees that and she wants to, like, she follows how she's doing it, and then she's gonna try to replicate it with one of the birds and giving side eyes to Ragnar.
Make a animal handling check. That DC is gonna be a bit
Hold
higher.
on, with a can I see with a D20?
Yay!
Yes.
You finally have dice.
Ah! If it's not 20, I'm returning it. 4 plus 2 that I.
You
So
bring
that totally worked because it wasn't a 1.
you bring your hand
I
up
still love it.
to the bird's beak, and it just makes a no motion as it shakes its head, and you just wait for it to smell your hand. It tilts its head, looks at the hand, and then bites it. Would it hit with a 10?
No.
Okay, you
but I will
manage.
smack it back.
Ooh. How hard? Like just a smack, like with an
Are you
unruly
talking like
puppy,
Arnold
or
punching the camel, or are you just
Like Ottoman slap. Like, how dare you? I was trying to be nice to you. Like, no, I'm not trying to.
She's going
hurt
Super
it.
Saiyan on a bird.
yeah, no, okay, so you're not trying to hurt it.
I'm not trying to hurt it, just like to teach it.
Like
manners.
a bad kiss on a first date that was inappropriate.
Yeah, exactly like that. Thank you, Ragnar. Are
So
you Ragnar?
you snap it on the beak, and it just takes a few steps back and goes, ah! I decided that's the sound axe beaks make.
okay?
Ragnar
Birds
does
do a
not turn
Wilhelm
around.
Scream.
Ragnar does not turn around from where he's walking towards Badora still and just, calls back, I did tell you about the axe beaks.
That my
It
role
worked
wasn't. Yeah.
for
my
the
role was,
dog.
my role was not for the axe beak. She looks very longingly at them, but she does need her hands to do the somatic movements for her spells. So she's going to kneel down to the fluffiest, like cloudiest looking Malamute dog that there is, and start scritching it on.
And attempt to scritch it
attempt to scritch it.
as Thrune runs out of your backpack and says,
No,
"Hey,
but
hey, no,
but-
me,
No.
me.
You want me to scratch you behind the ears?
Come on,
Do you have ears? I'm going to look at my image of you. I don't think you even have ears.
scratch me,
You have ears. Okay, you little jelly dragon thing.
scratch me."
You're probably sticky. she's just like,
Come on.
Have you ever scratched a gummy bear?
who are you talking to? I used to buy cinnamon gummy bears. In
I'm
three-pound bags.
also
Wait, but
asking
does that mean you
these.
scratch them?
No.
Scratch and sniff.
Yeah, it's like scratching a gummy bear. He goes like, "Scratch me harder."
Nope. I think parts of you are coming off under my fingernails. It's kind of disgusting. You know what I'm going to do?
I'm molting.
Yes, it's disgusting. You know what I'm going to do? I have no idea what I would roll for this. What
Or-
would I have to roll to make him a little jacket?
I mean, if you want to like crochet a jacket,
I don't want to crochet. I didn't crochet.
You have a sewing kit?
like a flannel jacket.
do you have? Yeah, if you have like a sewing kit, I feel like it would be a dexterity check.
I mean, isn't I thought that was like repair stuff. Maybe I don't have it. I'll get a sewing kit, and I'm going to make you a jacket.
Nice. My favorite color is blue.
You're probably getting plaid.
That works.
I'm just gonna picture her now. Every time we make camp for the night, just knitting this tiny little sweater that's gonna come out with like 8 arms that are all gonna be different lengths.
See, he has seen me try to make something, so he knows.
There is one of the puppy that tries to approach you as you're scratching through, and he just turns around, bares his fangs, and goes, "Hey,
Hey!
mine!"
Hey!
The puppy runs away and goes to
I
see
can-
Heliphine instead. Mine.
You do not own me. I am bigger than you.
At all the puppies.
I hate you.
That's what a higher roll will get you.
Hey, try one of the birds.
No,
No.
thank you.
Meanwhile, Etten.
Yes. So I would like to first introduce myself to all the animals. Hello, hello, hello. And with speech of beast and leaf, they know what I'm saying.
Yep.
All the
The
Axbeak
best
just
ability.
nod in unison.
I love it.
Hello. We will be probably taking some of you into the wilderness with which to convey us, and we expect that we'll have lots of cuddle piles. Every night we'll just get in one big pile, so we'll all stay warm. Um, so if any of you would like to apply for the job, please line up, and we'll have some auditions.
As Ragnar is walking to see Beldora,
As Ragnar is not able to stop laughing.
all of the dogs begin to bark excitedly. Most of them jump over their fences and rush Etten, tails wagging. You are trampled by a swarm of huskies.
What a way to go.
And Beldora turns around, says, "What is this ruck? Oh, careful with the dogs. I didn't expect to see you here."
Well, I didn't expect to be here so soon, but then I'll nod and I'll turn back to them. Let alone with company.
On a mission?
Well, something like that. But I just wanted to report in on the last. Just look back to make sure that the others are still far enough away. The last little incident and how well it went. You heard anything new?
Seems something is happening in Targos. They are fortifying their position, using the sacrifices to Oral to get rid of anyone who dare cast a suspicious glance in their direction. What more, there have been rumors. Haunted castles that actually hide a more tangible enemy.
Castles. Ugh. And I don't suppose the bards want me to investigate any of this, do they?
Right now, the only order I have received from those who play music is watch and learn. If
Well,
we feel like we need to interfere, that is on a case-by-case basis.
Oh, I do love the Harpers. Well, so far so good then. And as for the last job there, did you know it was a pack of kobolds?
I have heard rumors, but I didn't really think that they had hired kobolds. The kobolds are not known for secrecy.
Yeah, let alone intelligence. But needless to say that, that plan fell apart, and things will be fine down in Dugan's Hole for quite a while. Although the kobolds themselves apparently split off and headed east. I may or may not have threatened their lives a little bit, so they may have been fleeing from me, but all's well that ends well, yes?
Hopefully. East, you say?
Yes,
from...
east. From the woods, north of Dugan's Hole. I kind of lost track of them as I had to lead this group north to Bryn Shander here. They weren't being chased by anything, so...
No, but the rumors I heard The castle was around Lake Dineshire. I don't remember if it's Caer Dineval or Caer Koenig. But those are two settlements that are due east of Dugan's Hole.
These fools wouldn't have anything to do with it. I mean, they were only working with the fools out of some sort of curiosity, and they weren't even really getting orders so much anymore. And I don't think they're related to that.
Do you suspect they know anything about you?
No, they had no clue. As far as they were concerned, we were a band of adventurers who broke up their fun, and I was just the one who sent them packing on their way.
All right then.
One little entanglement. We killed some sort of chosen one of Oral.
She looks at everyone in the back, either petting or slapping birds and animals.
Puppy pile.
They are a bit more intimidating than they look.
Oh. I'm fairly certain that all of them can handle themselves. A chosen of Oral.
I guess I don't necessarily like the fallout this indicates, but as you said, the look and learn, yes?
By any chance, did any of them have piercing blue eyes?
The one we killed? He had strange blue eyes, yes.
Huh.
He also, turned into ice when we killed him, but chosen of the gods and all, right?
A lot of the people that came through Bryn Shander to escape to the south, they mentioned wildlife with glowing blue eyes. That seemed more malign than anything.
Oh, please don't say to the north.
Everywhere. I wouldn't trust anyone with glowing blue eyes if I were you.
I'll definitely turn back and look to the mage in the group and be like, yes.
Well, okay.
Yes. Glowing blue, yes.
Yeah, so the mage is sitting there arguing with the hand-sized dragon, and she looks over at Ragnar when he looks at her, and she's like, what? Which, of course, would give Beldora a lovely view of the glowing blue eyes. Aww. Anybody have a sewing kit? You?
You can try black iron blades.
Thank you. I'm gonna make you a jacket.
She says, I'm sure Ezra has some. Is it Ezra? Elza.
Oh no.
No, it's with a Z.
Elsa.
It's with a Z, and I'm not the one who made up the name.
No, thank you. I appreciate. Nice animals you've got, by the way.
Oh.
I would speak very loudly at that, but like, yes, my companions and I would like to finish renting some of these animals for our trek north. And I would say the last part, a bit hesitantly.
Well, you and I, and she lowers her tone. You and I know that we can always commandeer anything that would further the cause and help put an end to the evil wrongdoing of a very callous goddess. And also, this is not my stable, so you are free to take what you need.
I pick up both of the puppies that I've been petting.
They're like waddling in the air.
So make sure you grab a sled that, you can fit at least a couple of you on. I'm not sure about.
Before we end the session, I'll just go into a bit of mechanics for those interested. Because some of you might not be able to ride the axe beaks.
Which is what Ragnar was trying to politely say.
Yeah.
Not doing a good job.
If you ever tell Eliza she can't do something, she's gonna try it.
Oh, I mean, had you rolled high enough, it would have worked. But the mounts. So an axe beak itself can carry a person who weighs a maximum of 210 pounds.
Well,
Otherwise, that's one bird. The dogs can carry, well,
Me and Etten.
depends on the sleigh, because so a single sled dog can pull 360 pounds.
Oh.
And it's as much. Oh wait, it's as much as a mule for this one. Okay, 2 seconds. Might not be 210 pounds. The northern axe beaks, I think, are slightly stronger than the regular ones. But yes, so a sled is 300 pounds, and a single dog can carry 360. So of course, your sled is not going to be completely empty. So you're going to want to have a few more people. And it's considered to be a large animal, so it's times 2. So it's 420 pounds for the axe beak, by the way. So yeah, 420, I think that could cover anyone. Otherwise, if you want to get dags, it's up to 6 dags per sled. And then, well, they're free at the moment because Beldora doesn't give a damn. She gives a damn about the animals. She takes care of them. But she doesn't own the stable.
Are there any tools or such that we might need at the stables? Any first aid stuff, any tools,
Not first aid per se, but there's saddles aplenty for the axe beaks, and you're gonna have the harnesses for the dogs. You're gonna have anything like brushes to take care of them, feed for the axe beak in sturdy not linen bags but like jute bags, and a few other burlap bags is what I was looking for, but nothing to take care of the animals per se.
well, we can't leave these dogs behind. They all passed their audition, and so they all want to go. They told me so themselves.
We don't need all of these dogs to draw the sled, though.
Oh, but we need at least 12.
If
Two
you guys
sled
you
teams.
guys are going to rent two sleds, okay. I'm just like I'm walking over and I'm just like going to like grab one of the reins of an axe beak and sort of just like have it was like I will guide you guys to the north as long as you can handle the dogs.
A sled can carry 3 people.
Three
Three
normal
people,
sized people.
myself and Etten included?
Yeah, 3
huge?
normal size people.
Okay.
So in this case, well, no, it could because there's one person standing up at the back of the sled, and two people sitting in the front, where normally you would put cargo. So if Elephine or Etten is standing, you could have Elephine or Etten sitting, and either Alize or Sarkia. But regardless, you would need two sleds.
I think Helifine is going to plan on having a sled to herself.
Okay.
It's fine. She can carry. We can put the equipment with her sled.
She's not carrying your shit for you.
No, she's not. The sled is.
Alyssa is gonna keep trying to get on the bird. Now she's gonna try to find like a bird food and like try to jump on his back. And if she can manage to get on there, she's gonna give the food. I don't have to roll. Like you can't say.
No, make another.
It's fine. It's just
no,
like,
make another check. Make another
like
check.
Stubborn with that.
Ragnar's to the side just being like, usually we put saddles on them before.
1.
The bird will have none of it. And as you fall back on your ass in the stall in the stable, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Let's go around the table, do our outros, and then I'll keep the spiel for the end. We'll start with the person to my right left. That's Elephine. Hi, Elephine.
Hey, guys. I am still Diana D'Amico. I am still the Dice affiliate and product manager over at Die Hard Dice. You can find me here on Mondays. You can find me over on Like 7 Spoons channel for some more D&D on Tuesdays. Wednesday, I'm over on Q Times for Denver by Night, our lovely VTM story. Thursdays, this week I'll be over on Wizard Rex TV playing some Call of Cthulhu. Friday, back on Q Times for Wraith, which I highly recommend to just everyone. It's terrible. It is the meanest RPG I've ever played, and it's so much fun. And yeah, I'm one half of Bard and Barbarian. We're doing our season of giving right now where we're highlighting other small creators in the TTRPG community. So you can check us out at bardandbarbarian.com.
Thank you, and thank you for coming. Justice, where can we find you?
Hello. You can find me as Stashmandu on most of the socials. I'm not very active these days because I've gotten slack, but you can also find me on the Twitches. This week I'm actually not streaming on Bard and Barbarian at all. Here Mondays, Tuesdays, Like 7 Spoon. This week I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday we've got Wraith, and I second that. That you should watch it's a 4-part episode, and we're starting episode 3, and it's pretty amazing. And this little wiggle worm is Lima Bean, and I have to take her potty. She is squirming. So thank you all so much. Bye.
Ciao, Justice. Thanks for coming. Tumai, where can we find you?
This is the only game I'm streamed currently. But on Twitter, you can find me as Professor XR. And I love this dice, even though I very poorly rolled. But afterwards, I tried this chromatic one, and I rolled a 19. So
like the
next
rainbow
week,
ones.
this is the one I'm going to be using. It's heavier, too. It's my first dice sets, so I'm so excited. But yeah, so I'm here every week. But other than that, Twitter is where you can find me.
Well, thanks for coming. Ragnar, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hello, I am Ragnar, aka Pirate Jesus _ on the Twitters. You can find me here, currently, as always, the voice of reason and calm, sound logic, perhaps. And
Wait, are you talking about with me or with the group?
yes. And as always, I am one half of a certain geek who you can find next.
thanks for coming, Justin. And Kelly, where can we find you?
You're muted, babe.
I didn't have the microphone down. If you're like one half of Opera Geek, are you the Opera or are you the Geek?
He's the.
I'm the, yes.
Yes, I'm Kelly. I am the Opera Geek. I am the other half of Pirate Jesus. And where am I this week? Yes. It is the season of giving with Tiltify and streaming. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a most likely mid-afternoon stream, and that one is going to be supporting RIme, which is one of America's largest sexual abuse support networks. So you have the 24-hour hotline and chat. So raising money for them tomorrow. And then on Thursday, I'll be raising money for the Multiple Sclerosis Society, which obviously is a cause quite close to my heart. What do you mean, why? If you don't know, Pirate Jesus does have multiple sclerosis, hence why I'm choosing to do that charity. So that's Tuesday and Thursday this week. Other than
That
that,
gonna be on your Twitch channel, Kelly?
yes, sorry, my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/theoperageek. And you can also find me on Twitter at the Opera Geek, where I do announce anytime I'm going live. And I would normally be announcing gigs, which eventually will come back. But this is a great group, and I do enjoy the shenaniganry that we get up to. Poor Simon.
Oh, I love it. Thanks for coming, by the way. And I am
I do
Simon
too.
at Wandering DM. You can find me back here on Friday. I will have to pause my Cyberpunk playthrough to bring you Cyberpunk Red, because we're continuing our Cyberpunk actual play. And this Friday we have a special guest in the form of Hanimation Studios. Hannah also plays on Saturdays with the rest of the Scion group. So she is going to guest in our game this Friday, and also will be the first time that she plays Cyberpunk, period. So we'll introduce her to the world. And then after that, Saturday I'll be over on Level Up TTV channel for some more Scion. I have a few projects coming up, things that I cannot talk about at the moment. But keep your eyes out on social media. There will be more of me very, very soon.
He's
Are you being I specific? Is this some sort of joke?
Can you just mute him?
I really do not remember what I said, so that's how tired I am. But thank you everyone for coming. We will see you next week for some more shenanigans. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Simon.
Thank you.
Thank you.